Hey good people, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Faren. My first name is Fred. Here on my channel I like to do all types of vlogs, mostly talk about hair content, and so today I'm going to be doing a mostly Olaplex suppress at home. Right now I have a pre-poo on my hair. I am going to go in with Olaplex 0 and 3. I will show y'all that in just a moment. But because I am a kinky coily girl and I like to use the products, personally, I always pre-poo my hair, shampoo my hair, towel dry it before going in with this, because I want to make sure these products are actually going to penetrate into my strands. So I'm going to go ahead, hop into the shower, do that first, friends, and come back and really talk to y'all about these products. Just a moment of transparency and honesty. Olaplex 0 says to use on dry hair, but like I said before, personally I just like to make sure the product is actually on my hair and not sitting on top of old product like wash and goes, or you know how many times I have restyled or refreshed my hair. So I like to go in with a clean slate. You could wash your hair earlier in the day and let it completely air dry. I just didn't have time for that today. So I go through, I apply the 0, and I twist my hair back up. I'm very intentional when it comes to applying this treatment, and I really take my time. Now, it doesn't say exactly how long you need to let the 0 sit before applying the 3 on top, but you should follow up with the 3 even if you don't use the 0. Like 3 is the go-to. Now Olaplex 3 does say to use on damp hair, which is why I'm also okay with using the 0 on somewhat damp hair, because I'm still going to use the 3 either way. I decided to be a little more intentional. The front of my hair is a wee bit looser. It's something that I want to work on. I definitely want to improve the elasticity in this area. And I didn't think about it at first. So the first section that I did, I started in the back just simply out of habit. But I quickly moved to the front section because I feel like I wanted to sit there and work a wee bit longer. Now, once I have fully applied this 3, I'm going to let it fully sit for 10 minutes. So whenever I finish, 10 minutes from that, you do not need to let this work overnight. The longer you let it sit, you're not going to get more or better results. The key is just to be consistent, and if your hair is very damaged, just use Olaplex on a more regular basis. Don't use it any longer. I am going to let this sit, and then I'm not going to set you guys up in the shower. I just don't feel like that's necessary. I'm just going to shampoo with Olaplex number 4. I grabbed it. Where is it? Which I have right here, which is their 4C, so it is clarifying. I have found that I really prefer the clarifying over the regular Olaplex 4. I just really like making sure I have clean hair and a clean scalp. And I was going to use 4C anyways because I'm straightening my hair. And whenever I am straightening my hair, I just like to make sure I'm getting everything off of my hair. So I'm very intentional with the product selection. And even though it is clarifying, it's not stripping. Just gonna shampoo once, maybe twice with that. And once I'm done, we will move on to the conditioning part of today's process. Before I move on, I was actually reading the 4C bottle while I was in the shower, and it says lather fully and let process up to 5 minutes. Now, if you never saw like my wash day series where I break down every single step to your wash day, I think I have a playlist. Definitely go look for it. You really should let your shampoos, especially like the clarifying ones, sit on your scalp and like let them do their job. I do it for my, not really medicated, but for the ones, because I do have a flaky scalp, I let them sit. So definitely keep that in mind. Let your shampoos sit. It doesn't have to be a long time, but just let them sit for a few minutes. Don't just lather, massage your scalp and immediately rinse it out. Let them sit. But let's continue. Next, I am following up with the new Rich Hydration Mask from Olaplex. I wanted to try this out even though I have the Olaplex, I believe it's 8, which is their moisture mask. I don't really reach for that too often. And I just wanted to see what this was really giving. I was really intrigued because they released 2 separate masks. They have another one for finer hair. Of course, I went with the rich one just because my hair is a little more coarse. It's a little thicker, you know, kinky coily girl over here. But if you have fine hair, that one is supposed to really work better for you. Now, the instructions say to really focus on your ends to mid lengths. So I will not be applying this all the way up to my scalp, but I am going to really focus on my problem areas. I have an issue with my hair seeming really dry and coarse right in my crown. So I definitely want to make sure that area is being addressed. I'm just going to try it by itself without adding any heat. I will cover my hair, but you only need to let this sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not gonna add any steam, maybe during another wash day, but today we are just going to apply and let it fly. I'm trying not to go in with too much. This might be a lot for this back section. It says that it is supposed to instantly detangle. I'm not really seeing that, but we'll let it sit, and maybe once it's time to rinse out after it's marinated for a bit, it'll be easier to kind of run my fingers through. But in this moment, I'm not really feeling that. Now, I did not follow up with any type of hydrating or moisture shampoo. I just came straight from the clarifying, because if I'm gonna go in with this, you know, intense hydration or moisture mask, I figured it was going to give my hair any hydration it was going to need. Really want to keep this wash day minimal, even though I'm using 15 different Olaplex products. But if I don't have to add any other steps, I really don't want to. And I really wanted to see just how juicy my curls feel after using the mask itself. But my hair is feeling pretty good. It feels really clean. Just fresh is really how I can describe my hair. Speaking of fresh, I'm going to go in with a little more for this front section. This has a very fresh scent, very similar to the other products in Olaplex's line. Almost like a, you know how it has somewhat of a citrus scent to it? Maybe it's the citric acid, I'm not really sure. But nothing overwhelming at all. I find it to be very, very pleasant, honestly. I'm trying my best to really work this product into my hair. Don't really want to see it sit. You can see it's pretty much disappeared into these other sections. And I am just going to, like I said before, I'm just going to cover my hair and let this sit for a full 10 minutes. And then we'll come back and I'll blow dry my hair. I've rinsed the mask out, and I did go ahead and detangle my hair, but that was very normal. It did not instantly detangle my hair, but it was cool. My hair doesn't feel like juicy moisturized. It feels very natural, very clean, but very fresh. Before I go in and blow dry, I'm gonna go in with the Olaplex 0.5, which is their scalp serum. Typically, I would use a shampoo that has not 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐛𝐿, but typically I use somewhat of a medicated shampoo during my wash day. But since we are focusing on Olaplex, and I have tried this scalp treatment out a couple times, I really wanted to use it today in my problem areas and kind of see if it will not take the place of using that shampoo, but really see if it really treats my scalp. So I am going to go in and do this. You can use it on damp or dry hair. You can use this as a overnight treatment. I have tried it when my hair was curly, but I will not be able to use this while my hair is straight. So I really wanted to at least have a clean slate to start. Now that I have it applied, I'm just gonna give my scalp a good massage. I put my hair back in these twists after I rinse the mask out because it just keeps my hair from tangling and curling back on itself. But I am just going to take a pump of the number 9. This is what we are using to blow out my hair today. And I am also going to go in with the number 5 on top of this. Still trying to keep it lightweight, but I just want to make sure my hair is protected as possible. So the Olaplex 5 leave-in, I'm just going to take a pump of this as well. Both of these products have heat protectant up to 450 degrees. I have used this leave-in for a braid out and I really liked it. I felt like my hair just felt really moisturized for it to be an Olaplex product. To be completely honest, I wasn't expecting it to be like wow, but my hair ended up feeling really good using it, and I figured it would be nice to use to blow dry my hair. But like I said, blow drying is just easier when I have my hair twisted. So I'm just gonna almost like bantu knot these sections back up and blow it out from here. I just really like the elongation. It just makes the process a lot easier, honestly. I really like that combination. I really like that combination to blow my hair out. It just feels nourished. It feels really good to use somewhat of a creamy consistency to blow my hair out, just because I feel like it's adding a little something more than just your typical blow dry sprays or heat protectants. So I really liked using the serum and the leave-in together. My hair is very soft. It already has a bit of a shine to it. And I can tell that I really needed the Olaplex treatment because usually, like I said, this is a little tricky area for me, and detangling and blow drying was a breeze. Now I'm gonna have to deviate from using Olaplex products for this one step. I am going to go in with OPP from the Dew. It's one press pass. one pass press. I always get that backwards. I highly recommend layering your heat protectants, and most recently I didn't, and I felt like that did a little something to my hair. So now I'm back to being extra cautious, and I don't really think the blow dry mist from Olaplex is going to live up to this. It's for volume, and I really just need heat protection. So I'm just gonna lightly, ever so gently go in with some of this, brush it through my hair, and continue with straightening. Wow. Okay, we are finally done with the straightening process. So I just want to seal everything in with just a couple of drops of the oldie but goodie number 7. That's probably way too much, but I just want to, you know, slick it down, get rid of these flyaways. Not too much, but I just want to run the oil, focus on my ends just a bit. And this is what my hair is looking like. My goodness. I must say my hair feels weightless. It is not weighed down in the least bit. And for me to do this at home, I just think it is just the best transformation. Like, look at Fred. I really need to be more intentional with using the 0 and 3 more often. I definitely want to incorporate that into my routine. Shampoo 4C, y'all already know how I felt about it. This rich hydration mask, I definitely want to try this with heat and with steam. I will definitely be trying this out, especially in these cooler months, but I think that it worked well. I don't think it was anything, you know, like mind-blowing. I do feel like it's a bit richer than the number 8. I like the way my hair felt coated with something. I'm gonna be honest, like I can't explain it. I don't know if it was just the raw texture of my hair or a coating of some sort, but it didn't feel like a regular mask. I will tell you that. I just can't really put it into words right now, but I'm excited to continue to play around with it and of course use it. Definitely stay tuned to see how the 0.5 works for my scalp, but as you can see, we are flake free over here. It's not greasy at all, so we'll keep that in mind. We'll definitely revisit using these two to blow my hair out, especially for a silk press or just straight hair at home. My hair just feels really good. Even going through my hair with the straightener, I didn't hear a lot of snapping or really feel a lot of resistance when it came to going through my hair. So this worked really well. My hair was detangled really well. It took 20 to 25 minutes to blow dry my hair completely, so that was amazing. And of course, you know, gotta make sure you are using your heat protectants and sealing it all in with number 7. I just can't think of a better way to do it. I'm not gonna curl my hair today, so definitely make sure that you are subscribed and tuned into my channel, where you get a little more behind the scenes of how this hair will last and how it wears. And you'll see me curl it, I promise. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I think if you are a Olaplex girly, you will definitely enjoy everything that I use today. I completely understand that Olaplex isn't for everybody, but you don't have to try everything. If anything that I use piqued your interest and you have any more questions, don't forget to leave that in the comments. I will get back to you as soon as possible. But thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate you spending this time with me today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.